That's a banana.
No, you're not climbing over the furniture. I don't care. Go. Look. If you do, it's we'll go on the other side. Get back. Go. Let's go take her out that way in a minute.
Okay, we're recording now. All right, so we do a chat the first Thursday of every month. So for those of you that are new, just go ahead and mark out your calendar the first Thursday of every month at 8 p.m. Central Time. Every so often we'll do a like Sunday afternoon because of we have a leader in UK and Europe, and this is like, you know, in the middle of the night for her. So every so often watch for it to change. I told her about every third or fourth time we would change it. That way she could be on with us. But we're so excited. We had 5 new directors last month. And we had 2 new star directors last month, which, you know, is like almost at the very, very top of the company and so stinking cool. So our new, I'm going to tell you all of our new ones first, and then our big promotions. And then I'm going to have our brand new directors. I want them, if they're willing, to share when they joined, maybe their next big goal. So start thinking of that. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. It might be that, you know, you want to quit your job. That's a big goal. Or maybe that you want to develop one leader underneath you. I don't know, but what's your next big thing that you want to accomplish? And then your favorite scent. So our brand new directors are Nicole Bullock, and she was promoted by Shawna Clayton. And she was the one a while ago that Shonda told me, Nicole said she's going to promote, so she's going to do it. And then, so I'll have you on in just a second, Nicole. And then her, Shonda's other director that promoted was Mary Glover. And I don't know if Mary's on. Mary actually went over to Shonda's house at 11 o'clock at night last night, and they watched numbers together because it was so close. I think Shawna hit it like 11:30 at night. It was late. And Mary's awesome. You guys will love Mary. And then Hayley Rayleigh promoted underneath Fifi, which gave Fifi her 2 frontline directors, and she promoted to star director. What? And then Shawna Duke promoted, which you guys got to see Shawna's cute face a while ago. And she is in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I believe, or Broken Arrow. I think it's Tulsa. So she promoted for the first time this month. She's one of mine. And then Bridget Eccles is on. You guys got to see her cute little picture on there. She is promoted by Carrie Kravitz. Carrie Kravitz is going to be one of our next star director watches. She was so close. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. She's shaking her head, yep. And then I told you, of course, Fifi and Shonda both promoted to star director, which is so amazing. I hope I get to see all of you, you know, promote to that whenever your business is ready, because it is probably one of the coolest things to see one of your best friends. And, I consider a lot of you guys just family, promote to such a high level. There were lots of tears, lots of excitement, that kind of thing. So I'm so proud of you guys. So I'm going to have our new directors get on real quick. Shawna, I see your face first. I'm going to unmute you. And
Hey.
with Shawna, she's been sick for like forever now.
Oh my gosh,
still looks cute as heck. So tell us, you're in Tulsa or Broken Arrow?
Tulsa.
Tulsa, okay. And who's next to you?
Oh, my daughter. She's.
Hi. Okay, so tell us, what would be, if you could shoot for a big goal, what would it be after this one?
My huge goal would be able to stay home with my 2 little babies.
I love that. And how old are your babies?
They will be 2 next week and 4 in December.
Awesome. And when did you join? Yeah. What year did you join?
I actually joined originally in 2009, but I reinstated the end of 2016. Okay. So almost 3 years.
You're a reinstatement success story. And I will tell you, Shawna, there aren't very many of them. I mean, you just don't hear of a lot of reinstatements hitting director. I mean, I know that happens, but it's pretty incredible that you reinstated and never gave up, and you got you have a rock star team. So what's your favorite scent?
I'm old school, and I still like Enchanted Mist.
Oh, I love that one. Is it coming back? Back my bar?
Not this round. It came back last time, I think. I had stocked up. That was hopefully the first scent that got me hooked.
Yeah, hopefully it comes back again, and then we can add it to the Cincy Club.
Yes.
And they can never take it away from us.
Nope.
Awesome. Well, congrats, Shawna. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. I got muted. Hayley, are you on? Hayley Rayleigh? I saw you on a while ago. She was on. Hey, Fifi, will you share a little bit about Hayley real quick then?
Yeah, I think her daughter's sick. She's been really sick. So
everyone is sick.
Yeah, her daughter's got that nasty stuff. But she actually rolled up to me in 2016, and I remember approaching her that summer, and she was about to cancel out. And I remember asking her, "Hey, something told me to reach out to her." I said, "I really think you can do something with your business." And she's like, "Well, I'm about to have my daughter. I just don't think." And I'm like, just take my advice for like 2 months and see what happens. And she's like, "Okay, I'll see." And fast forward to now, here she is.
Yay. She's awesome.
I'm so glad I reached out to her though.
Yeah, I am too. She's pretty, I'm sure you don't know her favorite scent, but where does she live? She lives by you?
Lubbock. She lives about where Texas Tech is, about 30 minutes south of me. Okay.
Well, Hayley, when you watch the playback, we're all really proud of you. So congratulations, girlfriend. All right. So our next one, I don't know if Mary's on or Shonda's on. I don't see either one. Okay. So Mary Glover, she's underneath Shonda, and she lives in Mississippi by Shonda, and she is just a little firecracker. She's someone that Shonda said that, I know she can do it, but I don't know if she believes that she can do it. And sure enough, Shonda spoke enough belief into her, and she made big things happen at like almost midnight yesterday. So, Mary, we're so excited to have you as a part of our leadership clan. And then I'm going to have Bridget. Bridget, you hop back on here and see if I can unmute you. I'll unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted. Bridget, tell us, you are under Carrie Kravitz.
Yeah.
What is your, where do you live?
I live in Shanahan, Illinois.
Awesome.
Not far from Carrie.
Yeah, how close are you guys?
Well, she's closer now since she moved. We're only like 15 minutes away.
Yay, that's awesome. Okay, when did you join?
I joined in November of 2016, so I'm coming up to my 2-year.
Wow, that's incredible that you promoted to director already. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what's your, if you could wish for one big thing in the next year or two, or however long it takes you, what do you want to accomplish?
I want to make this my full-time job. I want to stay home, and I've always wanted to work from home, and this is what I want to do. And I want to earn every single incentive trip.
Girl, I hear you. Those things are my motivation. I'm like,
mine too.
Show me the next one. And that's kind of what makes my business perk up in my cycles. You can tell when there's an incentive trip because my recruiting, you know what I'm saying? They always go up.
Yes.
So what is your favorite scent?
Oh, I'm obsessed with the new the aloe water cucumber.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I have it in everything.
Yeah, I love that. I
Me
love
too.
it. I finally got my husband to start using the laundry because he does all the laundry at our house.
Oh, yes.
And he loves Scentsy Clean, so I have to literally sneak in other scents if I want to try and go put it back in my office and grab Scentsy Clean. And so finally the other day I was like, I put aloe water and cucumber. I just want you to try it. And he's like, yeah, that's all right. I'm like, it's all right. It smells amazing.
Oh, I love it.
I thought about like taking it out and putting it in like a clean, Scentsy Clean wash or, whiff thing. And so he probably will know, but I love that scent. Love it.
Yeah.
As soon as it came out, I was like, this scent's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Well, we are so excited to have you. I know I see Barb on there and Carrie. They're like both proud moms.
Oh,
they're the best.
They are the best. And Christy on there. I know you guys all had some chats on there trying to get you guys promoted. And, Carrie, you are just right there at getting another big promotion. So I'm excited. I'm excited for all you girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I do want to give some shout outs to you. We had a bunch of people who re-hit director for the first time in 6 months or a year or whatnot. And I think it's really important to give shout outs to these people because they easily could have given up. It's really easy when you're not hitting your title to quit or to not do anything because you're overwhelmed and you're not hitting your title. And I was just having this conversation with someone earlier about I have more respect for someone when they're not hitting their title, but they're working their booty off and they're acting like a director rather than if they only act like a leader when they're hitting their numbers. And in all reality, I don't care. I mean, I care. I want you all to hit your numbers, but I don't lose any respect for you if you don't hit your numbers. I don't think anything less of you. I will not kick you off my director page as long as you just keep working like a leader. I could care less what your title is as long as you're supporting your team. And I guarantee you your team doesn't care either. Your customers don't care. And so it's a really, really huge thing. And those of you that just promoted, sometimes when you promote in the fall, it's a little harder to hit when it's not the fall. So my biggest advice would be to lead no matter what your title is. If you hit on the last day of the month or the last couple days of the month, yes, you may struggle a little bit in January or February, but if you keep recruiting in these months, the great recruiting incentive this month, recruit in December, you might not struggle at all with hitting numbers in January or February. But I want to give a shout out to these people. And if I left someone off, let me know. Jennifer Glenn, re-hit, Sabina Afonso, Lisa Traub, Ashley Kafer, Carolyn Jaggers, and Laura Lavely. I don't know if she's on. I don't know if I saw Laura. So I am so proud of you ladies because like I said, I know it's easy when you're not hitting title to just quit, and none of you guys did, and you persevered and you hit your title, and that is just an amazing accomplishment. So a couple things, and then I want to open it up to chat with you guys about this month. November historically is the best month out of the whole year. October, November are the two best months out of the whole year. But it's not just going to fall into place for you. I mean, you have to do different incentives, or not, you don't have to do incentives, but you have to be working individually with your team because it's not just going to, sporadically be your best November or one of your best months. You have to put a lot of effort into it, and it can get crazy right now with your own sales, your own parties. And so what I would do if you're a new director is, and I told this to someone else earlier, is pull up your report from last month. So if you don't know how to do this, ask your upline, but you can go to performance, click on downline report, and then you can double click any of the columns up there to bring all the top up. So you can double click the PRV and bring all your top sales up to the top. Or you can double click your recruiting and then bring your recruiting up to the top. And then what I would do is I would hand pick 8 to 10 people and set PRV goals with them. So for instance, if I'm looking at my list and one of my top girls sold 800, then I'm going to reach out to her and say, hey, I'm doing an incentive with some of my rock stars. I saw that you sold 800 last month, which is phenomenal. If you can add 300 PRV to that this month and sell 1,100, I'll have a special gift for you. Oh, and guess what? That is $350 worth of commission that you'll make. That's a great bonus before Christmas. So if you do that to enough people in your downline, and if you're on here and you were short by $2,000 to hit director, then see how many people mathematically you have to challenge to get yourself there. You know, if you hit 10,000 this month, but you hit it on the last day of the month, it's not guaranteed you're going to hit this month, because I don't know if we'll have flash sales or not this month. So what I would do is I would go through and handpick 8 to 10 people and start at the beginning of the month, but set a goal for different people. You sold 500. If you can sell 800, I'll have a gift for you. And your gifts can be Starbucks gift cards. They can be, I hope the Scentsy soak comes back, because I think those are great gifts. But they could be bath bombs. You could send them a bath bomb in the mail, and then you're getting paid PRV off of it. So you can do a lot of fun things. And I would highly encourage you, if you barely hit numbers, or you're getting close, or if you have a downline that you really, really want to help hit director because you want to help your goal, do this with them and say, hey, I know that you really want to hit. I'm going to do this incentive with you. And, I'll help you pay for some of the gifts. If you do this with 8 to 10 people, say 10 people hit, hopefully if you did the math right, you're probably going to hit your numbers and more. So it might cost you, say, $5 each, $50. Or if you do $8 each, it might cost you, I don't know the math on that, $80, I guess. But you'll get your title. And if your upline wants to go in with you, y'all can talk about that. But those are some things I think that if you don't make a game plan at the beginning of the month, and it doesn't have to be that you do incentives with your team, it's a game plan for your team. So, this month we're very blessed to have the diffuser special. Oh my gosh. I don't know if, hopefully you guys have seen that. But you're not just going to get a recruit posting that on Facebook. Your team's not going to get a recruit just by posting that on Facebook. So one incentive I'm going to do, and I'm going to challenge you guys to do, is I'm going to give away an Amazon gift card, because people like to shop for Christmas gifts these days. And so I'm going to have them screenshot messages of them asking people to join and telling them about the diffuser special. And for every person they message, they get an entry into my drawing. And if they message 10 people, they get a bonus 5 entries. And I haven't decided what amount I'm going to do, but don't break the piggy bank. People will work hard for a $15 gift card. They'll work hard for a $25 gift card. Don't spend too much trying to make money, but definitely I think incentives like that are just going to curve people to do different things that will help grow their teams. And I think recruiting is one of the biggest things you can focus on. So I'm going to do that this month, and I want to share with you on that. And then I know the bricks, I don't know if you guys have any brick specials, but what are you guys' thoughts? What are y'all struggling with? What are you doing good? Or is there anything this month that any of you guys are doing that is going to help you hopefully get sales or anything like that?
I'm doing the little teacher gifts.
Oh, tell us about that.
Oh, let me get it. It's in my living room.
Okay.
Hold on. Y'all know I ain't got no bra on, so I'm trying to keep y'all clavicle enough.
Oh, you crazy. Beth, Mary. Beth, Mary. Okay. I'm probably going to call you both, but I'm going to say Mary. Mary, I was just bragging about you, how you made director. Can I unmute you real quick? I'm going to unmute you. It's not unmuting. Hang on, try again. Okay. There it goes. Mary. So Mary is one of our newest directors underneath Shawna Clayton. He went over to Shawna's house at what time? 11 last night? It was late.
Hey, yeah. What,
Okay.
10:30, 11, something like that.
Yay. We are so excited that you hit director. Okay, so we want to know, when did you join?
June 21st, 2017.
2000. Whoa. That's amazing.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
That is crazy. What's your favorite scent?
Oh, started out as Amazon Rain. Right now it's sea salt and avocado and aloe water cucumber.
Oh, girl. I'm right there with you with the aloe water. A lot of us are with you on that one. Okay, so what is one big goal? Like if you could say, I want to do this because of Scentsy, what is it? What would it be?
I want to keep pushing to the top.
Yeah, keep going. So keep promoting then.
Yeah.
I love it.
Growing my team. Yeah.
I love it. And you're about what, 10 minutes from Shawna? 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20.
Okay.
Chloe.
Well, we are so excited that you promoted. And we're so stinking proud of you. So welcome to our crazy clan of leaders. Leadership.
Thank
However you want to say that. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to mute you. And then
Okay.
Fifi, you jump back on, girl. Okay. I think, where did you go? Up there. Okay. Fifi. Oh, you're muted, Fifi. Hang on.
There we go.
Okay. You looking all cute talking and we couldn't hear you.
It's just a bar inside of a bag. Because the
Yeah.
mugs last year were driving me nuts because I had to drive to all the Dollar General stores and get all the mugs.
Yeah.
And I was trying to make it easy for my team. So this is the teacher gifts. This is what I'm gonna do this year. $6 for one, and I'm gonna tell them if they buy 5, they get the 6th one free. And I'll deliver it since they're probably. I mean, there's only like 4 schools here, so I'll just deliver them.
So, are you gonna do a challenge with your team to make those and sell? Is it a certain challenge, or like how are you making your team push these?
I'm gonna have a challenge. I think I need to ask those other 3 girls if we're gonna have a challenge amongst our teams, because we did that last time with the kids swag bags for Halloween and it was really fun.
Yeah.
So I'll probably challenge them amongst themselves though, like my team, and just to see how many they can sell. So we'll see.
Well, I will say, because for a lot of you that have been around, Fifi had that awesome, I don't know if you came up with it or someone else did, but she did like the coffee mug, like she was talking about.
Oh, no, it wasn't me.
Cute stuff in it. So that was a genius idea, but it was like semi out of compliance, I guess, to some extent, because you're selling the mug. Anyways, I did see something Chuck Thompson posted last week, which I think I can tell you guys, but it's nothing crazy. But he said they're looking into possibilities of, because they want us to be able to put together like Easter baskets or Valentine baskets or Mother's Day baskets. And so Cincy Compliance right now is looking into ways of us being able to do that, because right now you technically can't repackage things with other things and make money off of it. So I couldn't put a Cincy bar in a coffee mug and publicly advertise that and say, hey, teacher gifts, that kind of stuff. But they're looking at ways to maybe every month, like say it's Valentine's month, Cincy posting like 5 different ways that you can utilize Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And if one of the 5 is a Valentine's basket, and Cincy gives us that idea, then we can use it and it won't be considered a special. So I think, oh, you're good. I think that would be really cool to be able to do that. It's nothing official. They're still working on like how to write it within policy, but they would pretty much be giving us an idea, a picture, a Mother's Day basket, and then we could duplicate those ideas. And I was like, I think it's genius, because I'm not very creative, but if Cincy gave me 5 ways to advertise for Valentine's Day, and I could use those and publicly put those out there, and they would be within compliance, then I would do that. So that
is it in compliance to advertise it like this?
You can do it like that. Yeah, because it's not really, it's a cinnamon stick. Yeah, that's perfect.
It's a fake one.
It's a fake one. You need to spray it with cinnamon bear.
I should.
Yeah.
And it's simple, and it's something that I think what we ran into last year was everybody had restricted cents. Like the coffee mugs, everyone just said like 2 or 3 cents. And so they were having to order those. Well, you got to get it started early enough, like now through like the 3rd week of November, because by the time you order it and package all these and deliver them, people are going to be out for Christmas by probably the middle of December.
Yeah.
You got to have them delivered pretty early. And this is something I have bars sitting around. If I needed to order more, because that was my issue too, I delivered them. And a lot of people were like, oh, I need some, like 2 days before Christmas break. So, I'm going to have bars sitting around.
Yeah.
If I need extra. And then my team, it'll be easy for them to just wrap a bar in a goodie sack from the Dollar General store and call it a day.
Hey, I thought of an idea too. You could even make up your own little coupons and put coupons in there. And so, and say like, call me with this coupon and get a free Scent Circle with a $30 order before Christmas.
Ooh. That's a good idea.
Fifi, you are creative. We need you to get on that.
Okay. Shawna number 2.
Shawna, I know, right? Hey, I know my limits and I know my strengths.
She has me making like 8 flyers. I'm like, look, I'm gonna start charging y'all after so long.
Oh, I love it. Delinda said, I'm gonna read in the comments over here. Heidi said at boot camp, no more than 3% of your commission should be spent on your team. Absolutely agree. You shouldn't. You can do, and here's the thing about that. The thing I was talking about a while ago, where if you really want to hit a certain title, or say you already hit director by the 15th of the month, but you want to double your team sales, then that's where that, set goals with your team members. And I think when you do that, that's why I just do $5 Starbucks gift cards, because it's simple, it's cheap. I'm not spending a lot of money, and I don't tell them before, and I don't think I'm lying. I mean, they'll people post on Facebook, oh my gosh, I got a free I got a Starbucks gift card for my upline, and you would have thought I was Santa, and it was just a $5 Starbucks gift card. So you don't have to break the piggy bank. You don't need to do $25 per person. You don't need to do something huge. If you have tons of scent circles in stock, make scent circles your free gift. It doesn't have to be anything big. And I will say that I think that the accountability of doing that every few months with your team is so huge. And one thing, and the reason why is in the last 11 years I've been in, other than the last 2, I haven't had any accountability. I just don't. I don't have anyone saying, hey, Jacqueline, make sure you sell 1,000 a month and get a recruit a month. I don't. Allison's great, but I'm at the title where she doesn't hold me accountable to certain sales each month. So when I got my concierge a few years ago, she called me and said, okay, what are you going to sell this month? And I was like, 700. And she's like, no, what are you going to sell this month? And I was like, man, this is pressure. Like telling her I'm going to sell 1,000 or 1,500, but you better believe the whole month I kept thinking about it. Like I told Susan I was going to sell 1,500. I know it's January, but I told her I was going to do it. And so I think that's why it's so powerful to do those things with your team some. And some of you might look at it as holding can, or, I look at it as just pushing your team to their limit and seeing really what they can do. Does anybody else have any ideas for things that you can do this month to really utilize either the bricks, diffuser special, anything like that? I think.
I have a question.
Yes. Hey, girl.
I'm so tired. Dead man walking. I had a team member say that she did something last year, and after she told me, I was like, I don't think we can do that. I think it's out of compliance. And she was very successful with it, because automatically, even today, we're getting all these customers saying, do you have samples of the bricks I can smell? Well, she orders them on the first day, and then she made baskets of 1 cube each and wrapped it all up and sold them for $10. And I don't think you can take it out of your packaging.
You can't repackage Scentsy and sell it. You can repackage it and hand out samples. So she could utilize, you could do that too. Order the bricks and then make some samples of each one and then, use them that way. But you can't repackage and sell.
I didn't think so either. I was very successwell for her last year.
Oh, that's funny.
She shouldn't have mentioned it to me.
I know. You shut that down. At least you told her before she tried to do it again. And then she got turned into compliance.
Yeah.
Which that reminds me, Delinda, I know since he's kind of looking at those samples that are coming in the whiff boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So since he is looking into making those for us, I don't know if that's like a year from now or 6 months from now, but we've told them how amazing that those little samples are. I don't know what a price point. They don't know if they're going to do whether we get it and we get PRV off of it, or we can get it cheaper and it be underneath like the Scentsy store. I told them personally I would love to do it to where it's a PRV type thing, because I can ship like one sample to a customer for $1 or for however much they're going to be. If I want them to try another sample, or 50 cents, whatever that is going to be. I think it'd be really fun to have. And I don't mind making samples, but those samples look, I don't know, I think they just look a little more professional sometimes. And I think that I like it how they're contained. But sorry, that just got me off on a tangent. Anyone else have anything that they want to share that they're going to do this month, or any ideas for our new directors that you want to share? guys are busy working. I see Jamie working on something. What are you doing, Jamie? Are you making earrings? Cute. Are those bracelets? Cute. You're just busy bee. You're so crafty. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me see if I have anything else that we were going to chat about. It's 8:33. I think that was the biggest thing I want to chat with you guys tonight is just having a plan for recruiting, maybe an incentive for your team. Whatever you incentivize your team to do, whatever behavior that is what you focus on is what you're gonna get. So if your team is small and you really want to grow your team, then I would be focusing like crazy on this diffuser join special, because I mean, for US $149, I mean, that's like a diffuser and an oil by itself. Plus you're getting a whole starter kit. One of my girls did the math, and I think I posted in the Diva page. And in the US it's $400. You're getting $400 worth of stuff for the starter kit. So I would definitely be pushing this, finding different ways for them to utilize it. I love the idea of doing the screenshots just because they have to like prove that they're actually messaging people, Facebooking them, texting them, that kind of thing. Shawna, do you have any, or Fifi, do you have any other ideas on recruiting for this month?
I'm trying to think what we're gonna do. Oh, sorry, I'm in between my son's candy from last night still.
Of course you are.
We're doing the each one reach one kind of thing.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that? What do you mean?
Every person on the team recruit one person this month.
Nice.
So it'll pretty much double your team.
Gotcha.
And my main focus between now and the spring is growing like crazy.
Okay.
Like growing my team and getting like my stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not really quite big enough to promote to director unless you're Beth. But you know, they're probably about people that are sitting about 10 people. Those are the ones that I feel like can really make director by next fall if they really keep working. And it starts now with getting those recruits and taking advantage of those join specials. Everybody that's been on the fence, remember we have the host kit thing and the $99 kit, and we got the $150 kit, and it's a great month to host parties because it's almost a guarantee. So if they're hosting a party and they want to join and just don't have the money, just remind them they can join with their party. It's the busiest month of the year, so your parties are probably going to be a lot more successful than normal.
Yeah. I did today I got another fundraiser. So those of you that know me know I love fundraisers, but on my local area page, the Piedmont page where I live, I saw that the Palm Squad posted a t-shirt fundraiser. They're selling Piedmont t-shirts. So I just messaged the girl. That's how I got my last fundraiser. That was $2,700. So you might want to look at your local pages and, you know, see if people post about like, come to Sonic for the cheer team or do this. So I messaged her and I said, hey, you know, I'm Jacqueline Roy. I'm with Cincy. Are you guys full on all your fundraisers this year? Are you guys good to go? Or do you think you'll need some extra funding? I'm looking for one more organization to help before fall. And she wrote me back, she's like, tell me more. And so I started telling her that I just did a fundraiser for the middle school cheer team, and it was $2,700. And I told her how much that raised. And I said, I do all the work. You literally just have to get the kids to sell. And she was like, done, I'm in. And that was literally from me looking at just a local city page. And you can do that and then type fundraising or fundraiser at the top and just message them. I mean, the worst thing that I've done that now like 6 times, and I've gotten 3 fundraisers from it. And so, you know, I mean, that's just another idea to, if you got one now, you could probably order the supplies if you don't have it, and then get a fundraiser by the end of the month. But fundraisers are really great for just a lot of PRV. One thing that I do that I think helps me get fundraisers is when I messaged her, I said, if you are my contact person, then I will give you all the host rewards after the prizes, after I take out the prizes. And she said, oh my goodness, are you serious? I said, yeah, you're my contact. I said, is there another coach? She said, yeah, it's me and the choreographer. And I said, okay, well, if it's okay with you, I'll let you guys split the host rewards. And I said, you know, our last one, she got, you know, it was like 200 and free stuff. And she said, oh my goodness, okay, I want to do this. And so, you know, I feel like generosity pays off. The girl that I did the fundraiser for this month that was so big, I told her, if you refer me to any other fundraisers, I'll let you keep some of their host rewards. And so she's already messaged a bunch of people. So I know that in fundraisers, it's easy to keep all the host rewards. But in all honesty, I do it for more of the trip points and the PRV, and then just to push me over 2,000 anyways. So I fully believe that the generosity of giving those away is getting me more and more and more fundraisers. And plus, it's making them want to use me again the next year. So I don't know if any of you guys have fundraiser questions, but yes.
Oh, I was going to say, I've got the Chickasha High School Pom Squad starting next week.
Yay! And do you do that? Do you give them some of your host rewards, or do you do prizes from it?
The girls said they would decide what they wanted to do for prizes, if they wanted, like, because I said like either Visa gift cards or iTunes cards or something.
Nice.
But there's 3 sponsors, and one of the sponsors is actually her daughter is one of my babysitters, and so she's a customer of mine already, and so she's the one that helped me get it. So
That's
I
awesome.
told her I'd give her and Abby some of the stuff. So
yay! And I always say too that so on my fundraisers, I always do, like, if they sell 300, they get level 1 prize, which is a nightlight in a bar. If they sell 400, they get a $30 warmer in a bar. And if they sell 500, they get I think it's a $40 warmer in a bar. So they pretty much get their own host rewards. But when you use the brochures that Cincy has, there's no combined and saves. So literally, I mean, I'm looking at all my fundraiser packets. So literally, on the top, I'll put like the PRV for this packet was $509. This girl kicked butt. And then after I combined all the orders, it was $410. So I had almost $100 to play with, and I get them back up to their PRV. But so she earned a prize. So I used the prize for part of that. I ordered me a few things, right, and got it up to what the original PRV was. And then I go to my next packet, do the same. So even though I'm giving away all my host rewards, at this fundraiser, I think I still earned like at least 150 in free stuff just for me that then I can resell. But I always do sell 300, 400, or 500 just because I've done it where if you sell the most, you get a prize, and people don't know I don't even know what they sell. So I don't feel like that really pushes them to do more. So like this girl did 509, right? So she got right over the 500. This other girl I'm looking at, she did 307. So she got right over. So you'll see that when you do the levels like that, they do right over it. But you guys can still get fundraisers. You get a fundraiser now. And I told them this is the perfect month for a fundraiser. We can start at mid-month. It ended at the end of November after Thanksgiving. And then I'll have it in plenty of time before Christmas. So you guys are all probably on Facebook right now searching your local pages. Nicole said she wants to triple her team in the next year. Nicole, I believe you can totally do that. Carrie's doing, Carrie, can you tell us about the buddy drive that you're doing? Are you able to get on and share that? I know you're on your phone.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like multitasking. So
you're good. Tell us about this.
So pumped. Yeah, so we're just doing a buddy drive. We've done it for Valentine's Day. We've done it for Christmas. So we just the way I do it is I just ask for sponsors. So instead of like people committing to a buddy, I just say, do you want to spend $25, $30, or $35? And that way I can just order whatever buddies. So they just commit to a price point, pay me, and then I order it, ships to me. I don't remember how many we had last year. It was like I feel like we had almost 53 maybe buddies between several of us. Joe, do you remember how many buddies we got last year? Buddy clips did really good. We did that for Valentine's Day, but I had some of my people on my VIP group asking me if I was doing it. So I wasn't really sure I was going to do it. And they said, are you going to do a buddy drive? And I'm like, well, if they're asking me, then, we should probably go ahead and do it. And then we've got a lot of people. We probably have at least 12 people interested in doing it. So I did a poll, like, do we want to do it for the Children's Hospital, needy children, or, an organization of your choice. So most of them chose the Children's Hospital, but if somebody wanted to do it for a different reason, they're more than welcome to. So
do you make a flyer for your team so they can advertise, or how does that work?
So yes, so a girl actually under Bridget made the flyers. I was like in Texas that weekend, so I was like, I can't do it. And yeah, just post that we're doing a buddy drive and you can sponsor a buddy for a patient at a children's hospital, something like that. Oops, did I lose you? Oh, there we go.
Nope, you're there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to. I'm so glad that you mentioned that because I have done buddy drives for our local children's hospital here, and it wasn't even on my radar. And I know I had one team member last year. I think she sold like 15 buddy clips, and it was at work, and it helped. I mean, it helped her PRV, but also like it helped her give back and helped all of us. And then the cool thing of what she did is she asked them what their favorite Bible verse was. And she said, you know, if you order a clip, I'll write a Bible verse with your name underneath it.
Cool.
In the box. Yeah. And so we did the little penguins and she wrote verses. And then the cool thing was, I think she even texted a picture of it to each customer that ordered. So they one knew that it was on there, but also knew that she actually followed through. So that'd be kind of a fun thing to put your like personal touch on it. I don't know.
That's awesome. We last year, we had to cancel the date because of it didn't work, but we planned on donating it. And then we were going to cook at the Ronald McDonald house. A meal for the families there. So that's something I still really want to do. It's really hard to get in at this time of year to help. There's so many people that want to help, but I thought that was like the two of them together. And then I encourage people to donate their commissions, you know, on the fundraiser to like another charity or like to purchase food to make for the Ronald McDonald house so that they're not making a profit on it.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Hey, and I saw you have 100 student fundraiser starting Monday. Holy moly. How did you get this?
So I'm like, I just can't catch up with my life. So I'm busy with my job. And so as my boss was evaluating me and I'm walking out of her office, she's like, hey, we're going to do a fundraiser again. Cause I did it a couple years in a row. And then I left to go back to school. And so they kind of tried a different fundraiser and I was like, yeah, what are you thinking? She's like, how about November? This was like the second to last week of October. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. How many? 100. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm running around. I got to get it. I'm like sending it to her. I have 2 IEP meetings on Monday morning. I got to get these packets. I'm like, oh my God. But anyways, I'm excited. I made 6 bundles. I did not want to do a whole catalog. We've done that before. I didn't want to do scent circles. I've done that before. And so I work for a special education cooperative. So, some of our younger students, you know, aren't really selling, parents are selling, but I wanted to keep it simple. So I did a nightlight in a bar, and then I increased the price to allow for taxes, and so they don't have to worry about that. And then like a small donation goes back to the organization. Then I did 6 bars, and I limited the scents. I did, what was the third one? Like a scent sampler. I did a room spray, a scent circle, and a scent pack. And then the 4th one I chose like the tin can because that was kind of like a holiday warmer. And then I risked it and I put the boots, the down the chimney, and the frosty glow on there, hoping that they don't sell out. I'll just die if they sell out. With the bar, and then I did buddy clips, and then I did one other one, 3 car bars. Yeah. So, you know, they were anywhere from $20 up to $50, and they can mix and match. So it's just like a grid with like the 6 different options. That's all they have to look at. So I'm really hopeful that they do really well.
Well, you might want to personally stock up on 2 of those warmers just in case.
I know. I'm like, they wanted Christmas. And I'm like, well, the nightlights, it was fine. I did Burlap Star and I did Believe and Wildlife. I'm like, that's easy. But then the middle, like the bigger ones, I'm like, I don't know. So hopefully we're only going to run it for like 2 weeks tops. So.
Well, and you can always, I think that the thing that's okay about that, you could even put a little disclaimer at the bottom. These may sell. If so, be prepared, or, you know, leave your number. Yeah. And that way you can text them. And then you can say, listen, since you're so special and that warmer's sold out, this is the link to all the $35 warmers. Pick another one out. That's
a good idea. I was thinking about that. Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea. I think I will add that.
Yeah. Because you text them just so like I had people that ordered the wrong bath bombs on the fundraiser. They ordered like pecan butter bath bomb. I was like, we don't even have And then I texted him. I went to my website, you know, and typed in bath bombs and sent him the URL just for bath bombs. So you could do that for, you know, the certain warmers or something.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yay. Well, let us know how it goes.
I will. I will.
Joe is going to have to help you like crazy. He's probably going to be, is he like overwhelmed too?
No. He's been watching our new robot vacuum all night.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Have you named yours yet?
No, we literally just got it today. So
he's like following it around the house.
Yeah, I'm like, it's vacuuming. You don't have to watch it.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you, Carrie. I'm glad that you shared that because I need to get a flyer made. Fifi, I'm just kidding, Fifi. I'll make a flyer for that. But I need to get on that because I love doing that. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Anybody else have any other ideas that you want to do that it's going to increase your sales this month, team sales, anything, any tips or anything like that you want to share?
Hey, Jacqueline.
Yes.
I did one in September, just a little incentive for my team, and it was so cheap on me. And I tell you what, I've never had so many people participating in. It was that last prize standing.
Oh, yes. Yes, Patty Wonder was telling me about this. Okay, so explain how it works because her whole team picked a prize. I think she had nothing left but her, like a dinner with her or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just made a list of 50 prizes under around $25. Some are a little less, some are a little more. And it's funny the things that they want and what they don't. But anyway, I mean anything from product to Cincy Success items to Visa, like Visa gift cards, Vistaprint gift cards, Maven. I would pay for their Maven for like 2 months. I mean, just different things for their business. I used all mine in business. Other people I saw, they did crazy stuff. Mine was all business related. And they had to earn a chance to knock a prize off. And so they would knock off what they didn't want. And then when you got to the last prize, everybody who had earned a chance to knock off got into the drawing for that prize that was left.
I love it.
And they were having a blast telling me which one to knock off. And hey, I got 200 more PRV, knock off number 18. You know, hey, I've got to recruit, knock off number blah blah blah. You know, or whatever. And I mean, everybody, even this wasn't just like for top sellers. This was everybody who could do 200 got a chance to knock off a prize.
So was it like every 200 they knocked off a prize, every 200?
Well, there was different things like if they got to 500 by the 15th, they got to knock off 3, or you know, I mean, just there was a whole criteria of different things. But
could you share that with us on our Diva page?
Yeah, I will. I even have a list of what I offered.
I love that.
Prizes. I mean, they all got involved with it. I was shocked at how much they all were just like, you know, hey, you know, I earned a chance. And I will tell you, it was a hassle keeping but you know, my spreadsheets, I had to keep everybody who earned a chance at the end, you know, so I could do the drawing at the end. But they all loved it.
So would you just edit the post and erase it when someone knocked it off?
I would just, and just say, you know,
or
knock
put next to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I love that.
Well, I would just take whatever that, like, say it was 18 for a Visa gift card. I would just take where it said Visa and replace it with knocked off.
I love it. That's so genius.
And what ended up was a $25 for me to Cincy Success Stores, what they wound up leaving.
What a fun way to get your team involved too, you know?
Oh, they were. That's why I was so shocked. Mm-hmm. And we had great PRV in September. So
yeah, you guys did awesome. You hit some historic numbers last month, right?
Yeah. September was one of our biggest. October was the biggest ever.
And you've been in how long, Delinda?
Since 2010.
Yep.
And then last night we beat that one. So yeah, we're moving on up on PRV now. If I could just get more recruiting going, we could.
You
be
could
rocking and rolling.
you could do some, and that's, you could focus on that this month. And I think the cool thing about the diffuser thing is each week, and ask leaders on here, message any leader on here and say, hey, every week I'm gonna have a new speaker, give a different take on recruiting, share a few tips.
Well, I did do a little campaign, double our team by 2019. That means only 2 months to double our team.
Yeah.
But, that's just everybody getting one person.
Yeah. I love that.
So, but I don't know how to incentivize it.
Yeah. Well, and this just randomly came to me. But Delinda, I'm going to have to brainstorm on the doubling thing. See if we can brainstorm on that. I am going to do a call in January. It'll be after the holidays, for all new directors that promoted, this year. So, you might have promoted this month or last month. I will get you a date ASAP and I'll put it on our Diva page, but it'll be in January after the holidays. And I'm going to do like a what's next, what to do as a director. Because I think one of the biggest things is getting to director, but that's not where it ends. That's not where you stop. That's kind of just when it starts beginning. Because when you hit that director pay, that's when your eyes are really open to what you can make, what you can accomplish. And, I believe someone might know, but I believe the statistics for director, if you hit director, you're in the top. Is it like, I want to say
2%.
2%. Okay. I was about to say 3. You're in the top 2% of the whole freaking company. You are amazing. And a lot of times we don't toot our own horns because we're surrounded by amazing leaders, but by you hitting director, you're in the top 2% of the whole entire company. But that's not it. If you can be one of the top 2%, then I know that you can get to that next level too. I have full faith you can. So in January, I want to do a chat with just new leaders. We're going to talk about like the basics to being a director, which is recognition, team building, communication. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm going to share a ton of ideas for each section, and I want you to pick at least one thing that you're going to commit to do each month with your team. So if I tell you like 5 different things on recognition, like sending out cards, Facebook recognition, text messaging, right? I just want you to be able to do something. Something is way better than nothing. So look for that, because I think it'll be really good. So I know that right now we don't do a lot of new director training because it's just so crazy, but I know a lot of your sponsors are doing that with you, which is awesome. You're going to have a jump start. But don't think that I'm leaving you hanging. I would never do that. So in January, I'm going to do a big thing, and I'll probably ask a lot of our fellow leaders to come on too and share different ways that they, work with their teams within communication, different apps, different email systems, things like that. So you might be lost for a few months. That's okay. I will say if you're a little puppy, the biggest thing that you could do even when you're lost is recognize your people. People like to be recognized, and whatever behavior you recognize, people will repeat. So if it's one thing that you do until January because you don't know what to do as a director, it is send a card to all your frontline that were active last month. I did, for some of you saw, I sent some little pop rocks to a bunch of my girls, and I just said, you're rocking your business. Great job. You can get those little crush things, the insert drinks, and say you're crushing it. But just some type of recognition. Those are cheap things you can do that make a really, really big difference. So do we have anyone else that wants to share maybe an idea they thought of, or one last thing about things they can do to...
Sorry, but I do have one more thing.
Oh, yeah, girl. Don't ever be sorry.
I got an Oriental trading post or whatever that is, catalog the other day, and I was going through it. Did you know that you can order personalized popcorn bags that say like Happy Holidays? You could put from your Scentsy consultant or whatever. And I did it for my customers. I ordered them.
Cool.
Yes, and they're just individual bags, and they're really cute and festive, and they're easy to mail. And I also got these little tin mint tins that have my website and thank you, to my customers, personalized.
And I want on Oriental Trading those two.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
And they were like $1 a piece. And I thought, I'm sending out $3 cent circles, so I can do this.
Yeah.
So,
I'm writing that down. I love Oriental Trading.
Yes.
I'm writing that down too.
I had to search personalized because
Personalized. Okay.
the popcorn bags were in the Christmas section and in the catalog, but the 10 mints that I got were not in the catalog. I just had to search and look and found more personalized stuff.
Okay. I'm searching personalized, see what I can find.
Yeah.
Linda, that's so smart. And what a fun way to just send something different, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. You never be sorry for sharing stuff. You always have the most fun ideas anyways.
Delinda does.
She does. Oh my gosh. She always has the best ideas. I love it. Okay. So 2 more minutes. Any last shares or comments or feedback or new director, Shawna, Nicole, any of you guys, any ahas, you just excited, anything you want to share before we get off? You guys better all be drinking water and vitamin C because there's so many of you sick right now. But if no one has anything to add, I'm going to end this call. It is going to be recorded and I'll put it on our Diva page. Again, we are so excited to all of our promotions. I hope that you guys have a bunch of promotions this month. I think this month will be really, really, really big. So I've got homework to do because I need to work on my drive. I need to go to warriorandtrading.com and order some popcorn. I wrote a bunch of stuff that I need to go do now. So I hope you guys have a great night. And thank you for taking an hour out of your time to get on tonight. So you guys have a great night and we'll chat with you later.
Bye.
Bye, girl.